This should have been the shape of things to come, and even today it looks like the future. With the Concorde, we could have flown from Sydney to London in 12 hours, not 24, but it never happened. All the Concordes are now in museums. Passenger planes today are bigger and greener and cleaner, but they're slower. Only the rich and famous could afford the Concorde. The man in the street wants cheap flights. This is the European answer to mass travel, the Airbus A380. It's big, it's heavy, and it's finally here. Flying in it is like being in a block of flats with wings.
Sometimes it's just funny going back in history to see what people thought was going to happen in the future. This is one documentary that we can do that with. Jeff Watson's brilliant Shape of Things to Come was really difficult to get hold of now, but we've recovered, restored, and we're preserving it on Historical Machines TV. That's www.historicalmachines.tv. If you jump on over there, sign up for a free 7-day trial and you can watch the full version of this documentary that Jeff produced over 15 years ago.
20 years ago, I was fortunate enough to be the first Australian journalist to fly in the F-18 fighter with the US Navy, and I'm pleased to say that after all that time, my credit still holds good. Today I'm flying in the Super Hornet, and my pilot will be Lieutenant Chris Adams. Chris, thanks for this. It means a lot to me.
The pleasure's all mine.
We know the F-18 by now in Australia. It's been in service for 15 years, but how is this aircraft different?
It's just a newer, bigger, better version than the old Hornet.
What sort of G are we going to be pulling?
We'll pull up to 7.5 if you want to.
Yeah, that's sort of like an elephant sitting on your neck, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be a workout.
The Super Hornet has been ordered as a stopgap until the arrival of the Joint Strike Fighter. Meanwhile, our frontline bomber is the F-111, in service for nearly 40 years. A capable and potent weapon which gets better with age. Over the years, they've been regularly upgraded. Australia received its 24 F-111s in 1968. Then, in 1992, it bought another 15 second-hand aircraft which had been in storage in America. This is where Australia got its batch of second-hand F-111s from, the bargain basement sale of the century. We, of course, are getting rid of them, but they've still got a few more for sale here. A big military transport, but one which can get in and out of short strips. The RAAF has ordered 4 of the C-17 Globemaster 3.
Okay, I'm Wing Commander Linda Corbold, and one of the pilots flying the Australian C-17 into Canberra for the very first time. And to be part of the very first delivery of the very first Australian C-17 is quite an honour to be part of the crew for that. Okay, this morning we started in Hawaii at about midnight. We took off at just before 3 o'clock this morning in Hawaii time for an 11-hour flight across the Pacific all the way into Canberra. And with the 20 people on board, we're very much looking forward to getting home.
Join us on our full advert-free streaming service at historicalmachines.tv, where you'll find lots more great footage just like this, all for less than the cost of a cup of coffee per month.